Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Welcome to this channel where we give you back-to-back information. This evening, the Prime Minister just did a broadcast, and I want you to listen to it how it is going to happen in Imo State, how the real delegitimization of that zoological republic will start on the night, which is tomorrow. Let's listen.
Before then, we go straight to what is happening in Imo State. I want every Biafran to understand that the lockdown has been pronounced and ordered. The lockdown starts tomorrow, 9th day of November 2023 till the 12th day of November 2023. This particular lockdown and curfew is only applicable to Imo State. I want to make this particular clarification for those who don't understand. This no movement is only applicable to Imo State. Every road leading to Imo State will be shut down from tomorrow. If you are coming from Onitsha, if you are coming from Aba, if you are coming from anywhere at all within the Zoological Republic or within Biafra territory, remember Imo State is a no-go area. There is a curfew from tomorrow, 6 to 6. By the Biafra people, if you go and disobey this order, the same Uzodinma killer squad will get you down. Do not blame anybody. The same terrorists that have deployed into Imo State to kill will be the one to really kill and bring you down. And you will not be there to tell the story. So the idea is that we are trying as a government to protect the life of Biafrans as much as possible. And the only way to protect your life is to make sure you sit at home. From the 9th to the 10th to the 11th, which is the proper day they want to do their shambolic stuff, till the 12th day, you must sit at home in order to preserve your life. Because they have deployed killers from Saudi Arabia, they have deployed killers from all over northern Nigeria, Boko Haram, Repeta Boko Haram, they are all in Imo State. And it is the responsibility of the Biafra Liberation Army to protect the Biafra people. So stay at home and allow the Biafra Liberation Army to do their job, making sure they don't come and turn Imo State into a killing field. That is the work of the Biafra Liberation Army. And I want all of you to understand that the Biafra Liberation Army has been mobilized with everything they need to make sure that nobody is killed in Imo State, and those who kill them will go free. So, from tomorrow, make sure you sit at home. It is curfew. It is not just ordinary sit at home. It is curfew, 6 to 6. Our agenda is to make sure that the delegitimization of Nigeria is fully activated from Imo State. There will be no movement of any vehicle. There will be no movement of any INEC. There will be no movement of any military, any terrorist military. There will be no movement of any terrorist police in Biafra territory in Imo State. Remember that Imo State is divided under Biafra government into 3 states. We have the Olu State, the Owerri State, and the Okigwe State. These 3 states will be sealed. From tonight, do not disobey this order so that Nigeria government will not kill you and use your dead body and your corpses to do propaganda. Our arms and ammunition is to make sure that they don't come and kill you and go free. In as much as we are protecting you, making sure that your villages and your communities are not being burnt like before, we are also going to put measures that will make sure you don't expose yourself to danger. And that's exactly what we are doing today. I want it to be very, very clear that Hope Uzodinma have written result. That is the Nigeria we can never be part of. The INEC has a copy of Hope Uzodinma written results since last year. So what you see him doing now is just a camouflage to think that there is nothing anybody can do. It is not now you want to validate Nigeria. And anybody, if any group, any political pressure group, like the expelled criminals, tells you to go out and vote, you know, it is already, they are telling you to validate Nigeria. They are telling you to validate the killing. They are telling you to validate the government that have turned our place into killing field. That is what they are trying to let you know. Because there is nothing you can do for them to destroy that written result that Hope Uzodinma have already written. But the only thing you can do as a Biafran is to make sure that you did not validate them. Because if you go out, they're going to kill you, and at the same time, you will not be there when they are going to call that particular name of Hope Uzodinma at the end of the day. So the best thing to do is to stay away from anything Nigeria. Stay away from anything Nigeria. They can never conduct this election in Biafra soil. This is a Biafra soil. And it is a battle. If you have been fighting for Biafra for over 13 years, it is time for you to make one meaningful impact in all your life in the struggle for Biafra. This is the very first time ever you can make a meaningful impact in Imo State. You know how they have dealt with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are going through the same thing every day, including now. First, they will say, oh, if you fight against election, international community will condemn you, international community, all those things are lies. What we are fighting for is to have a true democratic process. Nigeria do not have democracy. A country where you will go out to vote and you get killed, you get stabbed, you get butchered, and at the end of the day, court, a judge will be sitting somewhere who may have not even participated in the election and will tell you who become the winner. And maybe the judge have collected money. As I'm talking to you today, Hope Uzodinma has paid 1.2 billion naira to each judge for the case between him and Ihedoha. The case between Hope Uzodinma and Ihedoha, he has paid 1.2 billion first for them to move the date to the 5th of December. And then they are going to trash everything and call Hope Uzodinma. Now, that 1.2 billion naira to each of the judge has done a job. They shift the date of the court from whatever they wanted to have before to the 5th of December. And when I came out to make that thing public, so many people didn't understand what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it is in the media. And not even the bigger media didn't even talk about it. But it is there out there in the media. So what I'm trying to say is that it is us that have to stop Nigeria by stopping Hope Uzodinma and stopping everything that has to do with Nigeria election in Biafra land. The only way that the international community are going to take it serious is by sitting at home and making sure no single INEC official move from one building to another in the name of carrying ballot box or in the name of going to no unit in Imo State should be allowed to see what we call INEC official from the 11th of this month. Now, having made this thing very clear that the sit at home and the curfew is only in Imo State to make sure that every resources and every measure is being put in place to stop Nigeria in Biafra land. It is happening this Saturday. So everything we have done in the past, forget the differences, forget whatever that you have against Amonekpa. Make sure that you do not be part or you are not part of those who will go out to disobey Biafra to validate Nigeria. It means that everything you have done for the past 20 years, 30 years is a waste. I wouldn't want to waste that. I want all of you to remember that in the past, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always demanded that there is no election. Of course, there is difference between election and boycott. But got election and there is no election. And at the end of the day, they will deceive him and tell him to call it off. And he call it off. That has happened several times. This is not the time we are calling anything off. It is you. Your destiny is in your hand. It is you that is going to make the change. It is you that will decide your future. Your future is now in your hand. Not in the hand of Simon Ekpa. Not in the hand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Your future is in your hand. We are only showing you the way and the road and what you should do on your own to make sure that the Biafra we are looking for is actualized in our time. So, it is left for the people of Biafra to make sure they adhere to this particular directive of no election in Imo State. This is the message coming from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile in collaboration with the Biafra de facto government